A mysterious object that crashed through a Florida home was likely space junk from the International Space Station. After all, that's what they do. They just toss it into the Earth's atmosphere when they don't need them. Now, the mysterious cylinder crashed through the home of Alejandro Otero on March 8. The mysterious object that came crashing through the house in Florida is possibly debris from the International Space Station, the ISS. The cylindrical tube was a few inches long and weighed nearly 2 pounds. It crashed through the roof of both floors of Alejandro Oreto's home in Naples, Florida at 2:34 p.m. local time, March 8, startling his son. The origins of the object have yet to be determined, but Otero thinks it's likely one of the 9 drained batteries discarded from the ISS. Earlier the same day, a large cargo pallet carrying the batteries and belonging to the Japanese space agency JAXA re-entered Earth's atmosphere over the Gulf of Mexico. Jettisoned from the space station in 2021, the debris was expected to burn up in the atmosphere. One may have survived re-entry, though. Now, it looks like one of those pieces missed Fort Myers and landed in my home in Naples, Otero wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter, in response to a post describing the jettisoned pallet, tore through the roof and went through 2 floors, almost hit my son. Otero has handed over the home wreck debris to officials from NASA. NASA's collected an item in cooperation with the homeowner and will analyze the object at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida as soon as possible to determine its origins, Joshua Finch, a NASA spokesperson, told Life Science. Once engineers identify the provenance of the object, Otero will seek to make a claim against the federal government to pay for his house repair, although this process could prove complex if the material is deemed to have come from JAXA instead. Florida is not the only place that's been hit by falling space junk. 4 of China's Long March 5B boosters, the workhorses for the country's growing space program, fell to Earth between 2020 and 2022, raining debris down on the Ivory Coast, Borneo, and the Indian Ocean. In 2021 and 22, debris from falling SpaceX rockets smashed into farms in Washington state and landed on a sheep farm in Australia. Space agencies around the world try to keep tabs on more than 30,000 large pieces of junk, but many more pieces of debris are too small to monitor. Scientists have proposed multiple ways of tidying Earth's skies, such as gathering junk up in nets, collecting it with clawed robots, or firing a half-mile-long tether from another spacecraft to grab them. This is by Ben Turner on Live Science. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.